Countries that want people to have more kids seem to really like making everything involved in that decision really expensive.
Whether or not to use two knives when making a PB+J at a friend's house is the ultimate test of one's morals.
Brain freeze is one of the most painful physical sensations, but no one cares since it always lasts a few seconds.
We're lucky that boogers don't smell bad.
All the replicated food from the Star Trek franchise can be considered as vegan.
As kids, we can't wait to grow up. As adults, we wish we never did.
LinkedIn is the one social media site that both gets a lot of users and finds a way to make itself super non-addictive.
The secret to a long life is to hate it, because then it will seem to last forever.
You can commit any crime in space. No one country, state, or local entity has the jurisdiction to charge you.
Snooping through your partner's phone is considered a toxic trait, but that's how the majority of infidelity is discovered.
People who can successfully wear AirPods must have perfectly shaped ear holes.
A fire extinguisher is something everyone wants to buy, but never wants to use.
You don't know how many people you know.
Everyone says mistakes are okay, until it affects them.
Every smell in fiction is either so good it can physically lift people or so bad plants die.
In the future, cars instead of humans will have driving licenses.
We take the fact that we can only get itchy on the outside of our body for granted.
In the generation of smartphones, it must be very interesting to be a spy. Just knowing it's socially acceptable to carry around a small computer in plain sight and the enemy won't even question it.
Indescribable is a description meaning nothing is indescribable.
Now for a quick break. Stay tuned for more shower thoughts. Driving over the speed limit has to be the most consistently broken law without enforcement.
Getting an itch on your ballsack is the Where's Waldo of body feelings.
Your submission appears to break our rules and has therefore been removed.
Shoes are designed for a limited nail length.
Some of the bravest people include the very first clients of newly certified chiropractors.
People certified to construct buildings are more certainly more afraid of it collapsing than the people who use it day to day. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more mind-bending shower thoughts. Goodbye for now. If you liked this podcast, check out our other podcast, Daily Facts. This podcast gives you interesting tidbits of information to impress your friends, family, and colleagues with. So get smarter in less than 10 minutes a day. Just search for Daily Facts in your podcast app or check the show notes page for the link. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.